Real rap. I wasn't always this nigga with the flies, kicks, flies with the chicks with the fly outfits. I remember when I struggled to survive and shit. When I was 5, anesthesia got me, I damn near done died. You couldn't imagine the life that Glen lived in. Everybody hate Chris, but it was Glen back then. I remember everything I faced back when my best friend turned on me and had me banked in. In the hood was grimy, just to get ranking. Blocks used to beef with blocks before gangs popped in. Then I seen a nigga get shot and his brains knocked in. Growing up in my hood at age of 10, used to hang around flags where they had to smash. OG slung grams for the stamps and the cash. Niggas catch you in the hallway, that's your ass. Rob you for walk around and for slinging your cash. 8th grade bully nigga wrapped up in a mask. Try to take my first down, me and G got it back. Turned out it's a G, can you picture that? I adapted what I saw to survive through that, yeah. That real rap shit. Something you can vibe to, yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy A. Smith, and this is Shooting the Breeze, you know what I'm saying? This is episode 6. You feel me? And before we get started in the episode, I just want to say, if you somebody you just tuning in, you know what I mean? Be sure to like, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, because I got a lot of stuff, ideas I'm trying to do later. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You feel me? And this episode right here, man, this is a special episode to me, you feel me? As you can clearly see, I got my mans in the building. I'm going to just introduce him before he, you know, and then let him introduce himself. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here, I knew him for some years now. You know what I'm saying? Always a solid dude, always had a mature mindset. You feel me? Always was business oriented, business minded. Like, I respected his hustle. You know, even back then, he was the first dude I met that was like with the music that introduced the business side of it. You feel me? Like, you can get some money out of it. Like, at the time, we ain't know. So, you know, I'm gonna let him go ahead and talk. You feel me? Say it's, you know, give his little introduction. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, bro?
What's up, bro? What it do, my nigga A Boogie?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Like,
and by the way, it's my man G Money. You feel me?
Yes,
my
sir. Like,
G-Money.
Some people might know me as many names. It might be I'm Manny to some, I'm G to some. I'd have been Black before, Johan,
Yeah.
Money,
Yeah.
better known as Glen.
Yeah. Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I just want to say, yo, how you been? Yo, it's been a while. You feel me? We ain't really, you know, I'm on the West Coast, you on the East Coast. You feel me? We ain't really had time to chop it up. I know when I made this podcast, yo, you was one of the first ones that showed support and was like, yo, you gotta get me on. I'm like, it's definitely you gonna be on. So you feel me? I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
You already know, yeah, definitely. I've been good though, bro. I've been Gucci. I've been just maintaining the same focus that I always, you know what I mean, aim for since you know me. Just trying to, you know, take a step further. Just trying to, you know what I mean, continue growth. And just be some kind of substance on this earth that'll always be a memory. You feel me? So I just been maintaining and sticking to that. Like being that shooting star, being that one that can lift other people up, or that one that can add something special to everybody's life. If I could take a part of it, I'm definitely going, you know, I'm gonna try to, like, you're gonna pass me the bar, and I'm gonna have the bar in your hand, and I'm gonna take it to another level with both our hands attached. You feel me? Like, that's always been me.
So in other words, ain't nothing gonna stop you from getting where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a beautiful thing, man. You talk about growth and just aging gracefully. You feel me? In a little pre-session, we was kind of wrapping it up about it. You know what I mean? And you know, being as though now we got family. I know you got kids, you got sons that's growing. You know what I mean? How old your kids, your boys now, bro?
Yeah, my big man. You know what I mean? Deron get ready to be 17 this year.
Damn.
And then, you know, my little man, he just turned 15. Yeah.
Dang, man. You got 2 teenagers, bro. You got 2 grown kids, bro.
Yeah. They young men, yo. They young, what I call young princes every day. You know, I done upgrade them niggas now to, like, young kings. You hear me?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
They was
I mean,
bringing
it's definitely good they got you there, yo. And you know what I'm saying? You somebody who, ever since I can remember, you always, you know, you married, you feel me, had your kids and stuff, you know what I mean? How important is it to you to be there in your son's life as like the father? How important is fatherhood and being there for your sons? How important is that to you?
I mean, that shit extremely important for me, you know, coming from what I come from. You know,
Yeah.
everybody that knows me personally know my background. Like, you know, unfortunately, to a sickness, my father wasn't around. You know, most of my
Yeah.
life, my father wasn't there. So anybody that's real, they know, like, when you don't got something, what's the first thing you do? You kind of try to go get that something that you ain't got.
Right.
So, like, for me, you know, me not really being there, not having my father, you know, due to the sickness, that made me want to make sure that when I had mine, that I was going to always be what he wasn't. I was going, you know, us as people, we always try to like outdo our parents. That's the good thing about the generations, is that we always try to like, even if our parents was like the best ever, like, you feel like you can't even top that. Like, you
Right.
still trying to come and do something that your parents ain't do, trying to be better than your parents. So for me,
Yeah.
that was a piece of it too. Like, just not having my father particularly in my life my whole time, and not, you know, being the father that I would like to have had, that made me the father that I am. That's the most
Right.
important thing in life that people don't realize. Like, sometimes it's those negatives in your life, you know what I mean, to make you
Mm-hmm.
way better, man. Like, they
Nah, for sure.
it be that little recipe, that key to life that you need, that's going to put you where you need to go if you do it in the right way.
Right. Right. Right.
We kind of get into the topic of like, sometimes some people, you know, it don't work for some people, because some people take the other route.
Right.
They even, you know, use it as they play the victim side. And then,
Right.
you know, some people like myself, such as myself, blessedly, you know, we use that shit to grow. We use that to, you know, to fight against what we've been through
Mm-hmm.
and try to make better out of it. So that's the two
Right.
different sides of it, for real. And I just happen to be blessed to be
Yeah.
on that side. You know, you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Nah, like when you say, you know, coming up, like, you know, and we're gonna get into a little bit of early life, your early life and shit, but as somebody who come from that same kind of element, you know,
Yeah.
not really having that you know, my father, he was living and stuff, and I ain't going, you know, run him through the mud or nothing, but like
Sure.
I ain't had that direct father figure. And
Right.
but you kind of gotta learn how to grow on your own. And I was gonna ask you, like, for somebody that might not have had that, you seem very level headed. You always been level headed and mature. Like, what do you think that's a test to? Like, what do you think that come from? Like your humbleness.
I think it's a variation of things, you know, like I gotta start with number one, my mother. My mother, you
Mm,
know, I was blessed to have a mother that was just like different, man. Like, she kind of like is the me, you know what I mean? I actually, it's funny because I actually just realized that, like, the other day, on some real shit, on some personal level shit, I had thought to myself, like, damn, I don't think I give my mother the enough credit and the golden star
mm,
that she deserved. That, you know, like, me going through my transformations and shit, I didn't understand it fully, but now I do. Like, if it wasn't for mama too, you know, like, most of my business aspect and business side come from mama, like, on some real
yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah,
that's who I seen it from first. And I wasn't saying, like, in her generation, she was me for real. She was like the outcast. She was like the only sibling that like excelled and expressed and like try to
wow,
put the
yeah,
glue and bring all the shit together, bring all the sisters and keep the family together. Like, she's still known to this day is that person that, like, she the rock of the family. And without her, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be much more of the family being held together like a glue, for real. So I kind of
mm,
like come from that rock. And like me coming from that rock, that cloth, should I say, like,
mm,
just having that, you know, I feel like I watched my mother, even the times in the early beginnings when I didn't even realize it was that. But I
mm,
watched my mother like be her own business owner. She was
yeah,
she was her own daycare business. So she was the first thing that I saw that, you know, I watched my mother too, like, pride go through, like, she ain't start from that. It ain't like we came for no money. We ain't had no money. We like
yeah,
everybody else, you feel me? Like, just so happened she went to nursing school. I watched my mother like work nights, not be home at certain times and shit. Like, when me and my sister was younger, like, mom was grinding, and I'm just really realizing that as an adult now. Like, you know, I'm almost 40 years old, so I'm just realizing, like, damn, like, all this same little shit that I'm doing, like, she actually was doing. It was in her realm doing a
mm,
different way.
But I wasn't realizing that until recent. Like, yeah, she just was that outcast that had hustle, had grind, always wanted something better, wanted to keep the family together. So when I watched her do like her own daycare business, I really believe that's like a pre-start to me, like having my little entrepreneurship, because I seen my mother kind of do it. So then that made me believe that that shit was possible for people to really, you know, be able to do that. Because we don't see many people be able to do that shit, you know, on outside the fence. So for me, that is the one up that I actually really had. I just had one good parent that had the same energy and the same shit I got in me. So that just made, you know, all the difference. Getting into we could get into how, you know, it depends. Like one could take it a different way, though, like we discussed earlier. Like some people use it as the victim, and some people actually take that shit and excel. So that goes into account too, of course. So I just happened to be the one that had that too and excel.
Yeah, that's definitely dope, and that's a blessing, man, that you had that example in your mom's, and you was able to receive it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, come from where we come from and the environments we come from, we know you can go either way. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You're surrounded by all kinds of influences. You know what I mean? And even if we might have dipped and dabbed here and there, you managed to stay a course and you know what I'm saying, and grow gracefully. You feel me? So shout out to your moms, man. You know, we do need to give our mom Deuce a lot of credit, you know what I'm saying, especially being a single, grown, you know what I'm saying, raising kids and stuff and doing it on their own is you know, we gotta salute that. You know what I mean? Like
I think we as men, you know, we full of testosterone. So like, you know, for us, it's hard for us to like, we don't really visit that emotional side a lot. Like we don't have that, you know, we don't have estrogen, you know. So like for us, you know, we don't even understand, like, from, even though it's coming from them, we viewing it as negative, like that's emotional. And like emotional was being bad because we wasn't taught like emotions was a good thing. You feel me? So like not us being able to even cope or understand that emotional is good. Like we need that. We need to have
for sure.
Some sort. So like just, you know, blissfully being able to, you know, and my mother was like neutral. Like my mother wasn't like too much on the estrogen side or testosterone side. She was straight neutral all the way through. So it didn't rub off on no like manly being aggressive because no man that side, and it didn't rub off either on like, you know, too feminine girly girl side. You know what I mean? So I think all that plays a part for real, and we just definitely don't give women enough credit. Like that's tough, man. Like coming from knowing what they come from and what they go through. Like, we as men, we endure things, but like we don't birth kids, we don't carry them for like 9 months. We don't go through we don't go through a lot of emotional things that deal with a male testosterone ego. Like we don't have to do all. Our life is a little bit more simple. It took me a lot of time to really want to admit that, because we do as a man too go through some things I know that women wouldn't understand.
Right. And you know, and just to like piggyback what you saying, like I'm in this you know, I just recently, you know, had a baby or whatever, and I'm in this Black fatherhood group. It's like, appreciate it. I'm in this Black fatherhood group where we like, you know, we all get on live and we just talk about the importance of being fathers and stuff. And one of the things they said is like, as far as men, how do men nurture? You know what I'm saying? And it's important for us to like kind of find a balance where, you know, we still need to nurture our kids. It can't be all macho and machismo and shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We still need to show not necessarily a softer side. It's a way we show it.
Soften it with us, you know, men. Yeah,
right. You feel me?
Us men just straightforward blooded, and I. It's funny because women want it sometimes. I hear women over the course of years saying, like, you know, particularly definitely my wife. Shout out to my wife. You know what I'm saying? I've heard her say like it ain't all about tough, but like you take it as a man because you is tough. You take that offensive. Like, what do you mean it ain't about tough? Yes, the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we got that fear too about our kid crossing the other side. You know?
I already know.
Crazy shit that we was taught, but like not really listening to him. Like, oh yeah, she's right. Like she's saying it from a different perspective than what I can understand, because it's coming from an emotional side. Like we definitely gotta like it's the start. It's like them trying to give us the key that's telling us we the start of the men that can do this. Like we the men that can show that side is valid. It is because because everybody else think it's you being soft, nigga. And somebody gotta break that chain, because then we gonna have a world of kids and a generation of kids that just grow up with not being enough, having enough emotions, like, you know, where they think feelings is wrong, like having feelings wrong or not human. Well, it's not cool to have because you're a man.
We are human. We gotta teach them we human, and it's not that you gonna feel a certain way, but you gotta know how to handle them feelings, them emotions when they come about. You gotta know how to handle it. You're gonna be angry. You're gonna be sad. Like the thing is, what do you do when you feel them emotions? Is recognize them and moving forward. And you know that's why both parents is important. I'm big on. Households, like, mother and father, even if y'all don't work out together, like creating a positive environment for your kid.
Yeah, being able to that co-parenting, like they might even see y'all apart, but y'all together. You still together when it comes to like the message and what's being sent to the child, what's being taught. You're on the same page. That's the key. Like you can't have like we gotta make it bigger than ourselves, then be fighting over like who right and who wrong type bullshit. Like that don't even matter. The bigger picture is the child.
Absolutely.
Let's make sure the child has what it needs, regardless of, whether you right, I'm wrong, what I did hurt you or what you did hurt me. It's bigger than that. And I think that's where we'll progress at if we start focusing on getting out our emotions to the degree where we're letting them allow the slack and like you said, having that whole family. And that's we don't need broken families. We had enough of them.
Absolutely. We got enough.
Suffering from the things we suffer from is because we're not seeing both of the sides. And God put that like that for a reason. It's a man and a woman for a reason. You need both. You need that testosterone and you need that estrogen. You need the emotions, this, that, right. And you need the little toughness too, though. You need to let a nigga know you can't just come up and take your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to let a nigga, you ain't got to be super thug, want to go pow, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But you need to be able to tell a nigga, like, as a man, you ain't taking shit here that I would for.
Yeah, we definitely
on the other
need
side,
that.
You need to be able to be the shoulder that your brother cry on, and you need to be able to cry on your brother's shoulder if you need to. So you also need that too. Like, you gotta let those emotions and shit out and not be bottling them up and holding on to them for years, because that's what put us in despair.
Nah, no doubt, man. And like like you saying, man, it's important to have, both parents at home. I know you've been married for a long. How long you been married now, man?
Yeah, man, I've been married going on 16 years. So,
and look, when I know you have, because when I asked you that, you smiled. You glowed. I said how long you been married. You kind of smiled. So, you know what I mean.
It's a blessing. I mean, one thing I want to set straight to the world is like. A lot of people, I know that like I ain't no real dude. I'm a real personal dude that don't really put a lot of my business out on the net and all that. Now everybody that knows me know I always been personal. So like, you ain't gonna know a lot of shit about me on the internet based off of me doing it for the hype and all that kind of shit. So like I don't do all that. But I'm very grateful. Like I just want everybody to know like my situation wasn't perfect either. So everybody that think that I got this perfect marriage and we don't have arguments, disagreements, or we haven't fought over the years. We ain't had our downs, man. You wrong. Just want to tell y'all wrong. Like, and if I ever painted that picture, then I'm sorry I painted it, because I wasn't even never trying to even paint no picture like that, because there's no such thing as perfect in my book.
Right.
Like, to me, perfect don't exist. It's just something to start up in a mind that it's made to think that it exists, but. It's not even about being perfect. Actually, I wouldn't even like perfect, to be honest, me personally, because something that's perfect would be scary to me. Like it's some shit that's never seen before. Like, I don't want nothing that's perfect that don't have no flaws. I want something that's going to disagree with me, because that tell me that we human. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got our own point of views. We not just yes men. We ain't just saying we agree with everything. So we done been through. Me and my wife been through the storm. That's why, like, now we like glue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what's up, man. Hey, man, like I say, like perfect don't exist. I'd rather have, obstacles to face, because that's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? When y'all have differences and shit, that's how you grow and learn each other. Because ain't nobody perfect. Who walking around here perfect? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the thing. Like, you find, like, what people don't understand what marriage is, you find somebody that loves you unconditionally, right? And you just and they putting up with your shit, your ugly flaws, and you putting up with theirs. That's what it's really about. Like, it ain't about the glory and all of the good shit, the little, you know, the little roses everybody give you, the peaches and cream everybody paint you.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's about, like, yo, when we at our worst, like when I hate you, or you know what I'm saying, when you still
that's
proud
different.
of me,
Yeah, that's different to find
is
that. That's
you
real.
still be here after that.
Yeah.
Like, it's on both sides. Like, is you still gonna be here, you know, when all the ugly shit come? Because anybody gonna want to be there for the sun, for the sunshine. But when the rain comes, can you stand the rain? That's real shit. Like,
that's
you
definitely
fight through
real.
those storms. And that's what we've been able to do. And that's before all of the, you know, this is before G Money. It was G Money. This is for, you know, it's just solid period, whether it would have been, you know, in the midst of that or not. But it just was happened to be before that solidarity. Like, person love you for you, and unconditionally. You can't. They love you more than you love yourself. You can't ask for
that's some real shit right there, boy. I'll take that any day over anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that over perfect any day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just love you unconditionally, respect you, and you know what I mean, show you that they important, that you important to them. You feel me? I definitely take that over any day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
you know, they sacrifice themselves for, you know, a person that sacrifice themselves for you because they believe in you. Like, that's what you want. Like, and you would do the same thing in return. So,
well, let me ask you this: since we on that term of, like, you know, marriage and relationships, what are some of, like, just give me, you know what I mean, maybe 3 things that it take to sustain a long lasting, you know, relationship, marriage, or whatever with somebody.
I think the most solid and most important thing is, like, you gotta have that real. You know, you might hear people lately talking about it, that agape love, like, or some people say agape, like however you said. You know, I believe it's announced agape love. When you got that, meaning like the unconditional love we spoke about, like when you got that, I think that's the core of it. Is 2 people loving each other, flaws and all, no matter what the flaws is, no matter how bad they is, no matter how bad they make you feel or make you look or whatever. Like, you just love that person. That person can do no wrong. Like, having that at the core, I believe that's one of the toughest things because that's the solidarity. If you got that, ain't nothing really stopping or breaking that. You know, genuinely love each other. It don't matter about people around you. It don't matter about what people saying. It don't matter good, bad, whatever. Like, I love you. I'm here for you. And I feel like God give you one of those type people. I mean, I know people feel like they can find love twice. Me personally, just my opinion, I don't believe in that. I feel like you can find love twice, but I think, like, it's one person really for you, period. Like, and if you don't get that person, I don't care how many other ones you get, it just ain't right.
It's like a needle in the haystack, man. It ain't too many people walking around that you just gonna have chemistry with like that. You feel me? I agree.
That's like hitting the Powerball to Mega Millions.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
exactly.
If you get that shit, you better take that and tuck it and then do the right thing.
And hold on to it. Yeah, you got to. You got to. You know what I mean? That's rare. But like, you know, just moving back a little bit, like you mentioned, your mom's having a business and all that, and you picking up on that and kind of, you know, incorporating that into your own life. You know, how important is investing in yourself? Like, how important is that to you?
Oh man, that's very important. I think it's important sometimes than even I actually imagine, honestly, to be 100. It's very important because, number one, that it took me a long time to learn too. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, like, how you expect somebody else to believe in you? Right. Or how can you sell something to somebody or give a dream to somebody or express something to somebody and you don't even believe it? So I think, you know, number one, just having that, just knowing that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's very rare. It's a rare thing. Very rare. So,
but nah, that's what's up, man. Because like I said, ever since I know you was always, I remember. Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, nigga. I bought some homemade wine from you, nigga. Like, you know, some quick wine.
That's that money punch. Yeah, I still got the money punch. Like, I'm trying, like, y'all know I'm hood with it. So it's not patent. I don't want to get locked up. I'm just trying to give people some good juice. Like, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no problems and no people trying to think I'm so rich they can sue me.
Nah,
I'm just making
yeah.
a punch for people to enjoy it. So anybody
Hey,
that still
man.
want it, it's just hit me up. You can get it directly
Hey,
from me. I ain't pushing it heavy, but
hey.
I still
Nah,
do
yeah.
money punch.
I knew dudes that sold a lot of different shit. I never met a nigga that sold wine, so that was different. You feel me? You got people. Can you see the comments?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, somebody asked where the merch at, just to let y'all know. I put the link in the description of this video, so you know what I'm saying. If y'all looking for anything, we was gonna get into the clothing line next, 'cause that's what I was gonna ask you. Just talking about, investing in yourself, and I see you got the clothing line jumping off, man. You know what I'm saying? And what made you want to go that route? And like how's it going? And like what else you got in store as far as that clothing line?
oh, the Cobra line is going great, man. I mean, I'm actually like I'm ecstatic about it right now because like honestly, I'm just giving people like the 100%. That I already planned this shit. Like I started out like doing tip for tat, like not all the way 100% quality type shit. Just trying to let people see that I'm just doing what I'm doing. And then I always knew I was going to take it to a higher level. Like they don't have no clue what I'm going to do with fashion. I'm going to actually take this to a level that like only my mind could have actually took it to. Like I ain't here to be rich or be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Far as like that's not my MO for this clothing line. I'm here to give you shit that these wealthy ass people still ain't giving you with the money and the possibilities to be able to give it to you. They giving you like these Arex coats, man. Like back when I was in school, them bitches like $500, $600.
Yeah.
Them bitches double that now. They like $1,200. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like
The little leather Averex joint.
that bitch ain't even keep you warm in the wintertime. When that real winter came, yo, you was out that bitch. If you ain't had no hood under that bitch, that shit had you shaking and freezing, yo.
Yeah.
And I always just wanted to say, like, all of the shit that I saw, like, I was always like a fashionist. I just always had the mind and paying attention to shit like that. Like, damn, like, I don't know what it is, but it was always in me like, damn, if I made these, I wouldn't let niggas be shaking at my shit.
Right.
Or, like, you know what I'm saying? So I always have on to that. So now that I'm able to be in the shoes to actually create product that's like quality, luxury quality, premium quality, but you don't gotta pay that price. I ain't trying to be Virgil and all that. Like, I'm trying to be. So I'm trying to give you that same quality, but give it to you as cheap as possibly that I can give it to you for what it's worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't worrying about being all profit. So that's what I do. Like I got a coat coming out this like a Arex, got the varsity jackets, but I added a hood to it.
For real?
Yeah, I remember
when the varsity jacket.
You know it. Like I'm like, I know niggas was like, yo, it don't got no hood to this bitch. So I added a hood to mine, and I got that real Gore-Tex, windproof, mountain proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that in the inside, so that you can still have the look, you have the style, but then that shit keeping you warm too. So
that's what's up, man.
Got some sweat sets coming. So yeah, I still got so many ideas, man. I get excited waking up just knowing like I'm blessed to be this guy that got these ideas and his dreams, and sometimes just ideas, period, like flush with them. Like I'm so excited, I can't wait to give everybody all of them, but it's just going to take time type shit. So, but knowing that I know where I'm going to take it and I can, like even the
that's
shit
one of the shirts right there.
Yeah, like even the shit I got on.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That L and that. I like that L and that C.
Yeah,
and that's stitched on too, ain't it? It's stitched. It's like embroidery. That's hard.
Yeah, that's hard. That's me. My idea straight from scratch. I created the L and the C and all that shit. Like just
that's what's up.
My mind, like, and just knowing where I'm gonna take it at in the future is just I just can't wait, man. Like.
Nah, that's what's up, man. You sound real adamant. You sound real passionate about it, and you know what I'm saying. And just going back off what you said, if you somebody with a bunch of talents and interests, try everything. You know what I'm saying. Just try it, give it a try. A lot of people get multi-talented, they get discouraged, and they just don't want to, do nothing because they feel like they ain't got what it take or whatever. Nah, man, go for it, try it out, monetize your passions. That's what I like to say. That's why I'm starting this podcast. That's why, what I'm saying, I'm starting to do a lot of things I do. But just moving forward, man, as far as the music and everything, and you know, I just want to ask you, you know, because you around my age, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's some of your influence music wise, and like, who's some of the dudes you listen to? Who's like the soundtrack of your life? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I was always inspired by like just good music, period. So like to really understand and fool me with music is you gotta understand the shit I heard when I was a kid coming up. So like I come from two parents that was like that's the blissful thing too. Like my parents was like always heavy into music.
Yeah.
So like my father was just as heavy as my mother. In the early days, that's what I really got of my father, like remembrances wise. Like I actually remember like he loved like good music too. So that's embedded in me. I feel like, you know, hearing like, man, from the Shy Lights to the Stylistics to Isley Brothers, Luther Vandross, like you name it, like Cameo. I mean, we can go on for days, but
all that good soul.
Good music,
good
like
soul music.
Hearing that coming up, and then you know, fast forward to getting into like rap and all that, like hearing people like LL Cool J, Tupac, you know, Biggie, like Big L. I mean, I can go on for days too. I mean, the Boys, Run DMC. I mean, it's too many. Like Rakim is KRS-One. It's too many to name. But like just hearing all that early days, even though like I ain't come up from the 70s, but I come up around like, you know, 70s people or like my aunt, my mother's baby sister. It was like a big sister to me, really. She wasn't even an aunt. So like you can imagine like coming up in the 70s and hearing like my big sister, you know, play that kind of shit, play her music like Keith Sweat and you know what I'm saying? Like just hearing that flavor from her too. Just all that stuff carved and shaped me with music. It just I think it's a little bit of everybody, man. And it's just that passion.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same for me. Like my older brother, he 8 years older than me. So a lot of my hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying, dudes, it come from him, you know what I mean? Riding in the car with him playing like Styles P and all that. Like that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like it was because of him. Like I get a lot of my music influence from him. But I know you're a big hip hop head and music head in general, you know what I'm saying? I could tell by the music when I listen to it. You know, like who is your, like if you had to make a top 5, I know this is a tough question, right? But if you had to make a top 5, like who would be your top 5?
Honestly, you know, 3 off the back that I think a lot of people, you know, they might go back and forth in order, but like sometimes I don't even give it an order, but I think everybody got Big, Pac, and Jay-Z and they top, you know what I'm saying? And then we can go from like Ed, Nas. I tend to be like various, so like sometimes my list be funny, and I know people probably would be like, yo, what? They wouldn't even expect it from me. Because sometimes I put LL Cool J in that top 5. You know what I'm saying? I do shit like that. Because you gotta really think about like niggas shaped and carved hip hop.
Nah, he underrated, like he underappreciated, yo. Like LL, like he was like probably the first rap superstar. Like if you want to be real, like
he like the first 50 Cent for real. If you think about it, like he made a lot of predominantly love songs and shit. But if it wasn't for L, like he also had battles and he had shit that he didn't put out to let you know he got it if you want it. You know what I'm saying? So you know him and Big Al and Big and Pac, and it's some other, you know, Rob Bass, it's some other, you know, loose ones in that. But Slick Rick, can't forget Slick Rick, KRS-One, like I said, Rakim. They like for me predominantly, and you know I rotate them. Like I say, I rotate them all sometimes, you know. But I think, you know, even Eminem, I gotta throw Eminem in there. He always ends up in there. Once in the blue moon, you know, when I get to talking to the new ages, Lil Wayne end up in my shit.
I was about to ask you what you think of this new age, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you listen along to this new age of rap, new age of hip hop or music in general? Like, what's your opinion on this new age? And you know what I mean?
As a person that's passionate about hip hop, I'm gonna always listen to it, even if I think it's trash or I think it's on a down spiral. I'm gonna always listen to it because I just want to keep up with it. I just want to hear what's going on. Me as an artist myself, and me just being passionate about music, I just want to still hear what's going on with music in the music world. So yeah, I keep up with it. I got a few I got a few people, you know, artists that grow on me and shit. Like, you know, I like lately, I've been infatuated, like, from niggas that come from what I come from type of shit. Like, I'm infatuated with Benny the Butcher and them. And
I knew you was gonna say that. Like,
Machine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, yo. It's just that they come from that cloth. That shit is it's organic. It feels organic. The music too is like that classic mafia, like you telling like that Reasonable Doubt type shit, that story, like and it's real. And you could tell them niggas really love that shit. So it's like they like my favorite, but I fuck with J. Cole too. Like J. Cole dope. On that level up here, he that man, like ain't nothing. He remind me of like the Nas of the day for real. So, you know, I like a couple of people, and even though I ain't really, the party music is cool. I like Lil Baby and sometimes the Baby, but like, you know, some of this music just be like, I don't know, man. I be hearing it, and I just be like, man, nah, I can't even. You know, I always tell people, you know, they know this is my number one gripe right now. It's like that Sexy Red shit.
I knew that, man. I be trying to avoid talking about shorty. Like I be trying to avoid talking about her on here because I be talking about. It seems like I'm talking about her every podcast because there's always some shit that I gotta be like, yo, see what they doing? You feel me? Like
if you alive and you ain't talking about that shit, something ain't right, yo. Because it's like, that can't sit right with. Like it's just the vibe just ain't there. It ain't that. It's like, you know, I feel like it deprives our black people.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what they're trying to do too. Like they want to set that goal to make us feel like that's so acceptable and that's the level to be at, so that we don't do anything to grow past that. So that's the thing, and I don't want that for our people, man.
Nah, me neither. You know, it's so much low frequency shit out there, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like even on the flip side of that, like even the shoot 'em up. I killed such and such yesterday on the block and all that shit. It's the same. It's all low level. Keep out people in you know what I'm saying, in a box mindset.
You might as well join KKK, yo.
Might as well. You feel me, shit, man? Like you know
that's pretty much like if you really think about it, that's what you're doing. You're doing them a favor for real. Like you're doing them a huge favor, and you know it took a long time for me to really, you know, get that too, but. You know, it's all a mind thing. You playing it to what they want you to do, so they ain't gonna worry about you. But like, if you ain't doing the shit that they don't want you to do, then you'll see different. You know,
for sure, man. Yeah, you wouldn't even be if you ain't doing what they want you to do. Your ass, you might as well be invisible. Goddamn it,
for real. You ain't getting no ass. They gonna cut your ass off for real.
What did Lamar say? He gonna cut his water off.
Bro, big time. Your shit overdue, nigga. We gonna cut your shit off today. No warning type shit.
No bullshit, man. But I want to ask, you know, you've been at it for a long time, yo, with you know, the businesses and you know what I'm saying, and you know, the music and the clothing line and this, that, and the third. Like, what keep you going after all these years, man? What drives you? What fuels you to keep going?
I believe a lot of times family, definitely family, even on the off nights. Just that drive, that passion of just wanting to I always had in me wanting to do something that ain't been done and like trying to do something that's going better the world. So I think that number one, I feel like that's really what makes me passionate. Is like I feel like I always gotta do something that ain't been done. If every moment on this earth, if I don't do something like that, then I'm like wasting the time that I'm here for, like my purpose. So that I think that's the main thing, wanting to do things that even when I'm gone, they'll still be remembered, they'll still be etched in stone or whatever, you know. So that's the main thing. And then a family. My family is for so many reasons. A lot of people, when they hear because of the family, they think money off the top. Not even money wise, but freedom wise. Just their inspiration. You know, wise. Like they just naturally inspiration to me. I come home, I'm grateful. You know, I think any parent can contest when you hear your child like say they love you. You know, it's nothing no better feeling than that in the world.
For real.
You know? So that right there just melts you, and that's a reason to do it. And also just knowing you got other lives that you're responsible for, that you're accountable for, that you need to, you know, just grind and make sure you know they're going in the right place that they need to go in. You know, that's
what's up, man. I
Makes me
appreciate that, man, because as men, what I mean, as the leaders in our household, what I mean, we go out here and most of the time we do it for our family. Like you said, it ain't all about money, it's just providing security and you want to just take care of your family. At the end of the day, if all hell break loose, who they gonna look to? They gonna look to you, you know what I'm saying? The man. So you gotta hold it down. And that's something that I admire, you feel me, being a parent myself, you know what I'm saying? And
appreciate that.
I encourage other brothers to, what I'm saying, consider that, But I
Yeah.
want to kind of get into like, what I'm saying, where you from? Like, what part of town? You from Baltimore, obviously. But like, what part of town you from? Like, where you grew up around and all that?
Damn, I'm from everywhere. I'm from uptown, downtown. You know what I'm saying? No, I feel like that for real, for real. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's how I feel, to be honest. But
I'm from out of town, in town. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, like
yeah.
I feel like I'm literally from everywhere, but
Yeah.
in Baltimore, most predominantly, I'm an east side nigga. So
Yeah.
I've been pretty much raised over east. I lived over east most. Like I had times where I lived over west, but some wouldn't even know
Moved
about.
around a lot. That's similar to me. I moved around a lot coming up too. You know what I'm saying? I never really stayed one place for like a long period of time until I was probably like 11. That's when I kind of stayed somewhere for like hella years. But up until that point, we did a lot of moving around. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that got its benefits because you pick up a little bit of shit from everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But Baltimore is a rough place to grow up in. You know what I'm saying? Like shit can get serious. It can get it's a lot of influences out there, and I'm sure I'm sure you may maybe have lost some friends or throughout your life lose a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like how do people in them environments deal with that? Like how do you deal with losing close friends or people that you know growing up and stuff like that?
This is like a world premiere, real shit right here. And I'm happy to really say this on here. You feel me? Like what a lot of people don't know about me, like when it comes to that kind of shit, I lost a whole lot of people. Like so many people that like that's part of like where my tough feelings come from. Like I got to a point where like I lost so many people, I'm numb. Like I moved beyond numb, yo. Like I'm feelingless. Like and when that happens, and that comes from just like the street shit and just like you said in general, just losing a lot of people in a short, really span of time. Like you go to so many funerals that you don't even believe in showing emotion no more. Like it's nothing to feel. It's nothing left in you to feel. Like you done felt everything possible. You gave up everything you had in you. So going through that, man, like it just made me very, very numb. And I just got to a point, like, even though, being numb, it made me kind of get through a lot of stuff, like by not being able to feel. Like, it's not a good thing not having emotions or being able to feel, but at the same time, in that case, for me, it helped. Like, it actually made me not feel as much as I probably would have. And I ain't going insane. Like, I probably would have had I been in a state of mind. So, like, for me, just being numb to losing so many people that, like, I actually ain't really. I still feel it, but it didn't faze me. It wasn't taking me into places where it fazed me. That could have curved my life or whatever. So
nah, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, growing up in an environment like that, it could become normalized. You know what I'm saying? It happens so often that you kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't feel it. I mean, it's not like you don't feel it, but it's just like you understand. It's just different. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like if you got 20 days, right? And 20 days back to back, each one of your friends got killed, 16 out of that 20. You know what I'm saying? Like 16 of your friends died back to back to back to back, like in that same within a 2-week span type shit. Like, and after a while, you're gonna do so many funerals, you're gonna be like, man, like how much crying can you do? Like how much emotion can you put at the, you know what I mean? So like that's pretty much like it's sad, but that's what happened with me.
It's a reality. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Like and that brings me to my next question. I want to ask, like, do do us in these kind of environments, facing all these kinds of losses and stuff, we grow numb to it. Do we need an outlet like therapy? Do you agree with that? Like some kind of outlet to get it out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, number one thing I definitely want to tell people too is like that is okay, yo. Like therapy is okay. And I'm a nigga that come from like not believing that shit, like not feeling like how I'm gonna let somebody else, judge my shit, my personal like shit. I know how I'm gonna let them tell me what the fuck about me. I come from that. So like, I will say I'm all about that. Like I realize like, yeah, like it's okay to be. People think help is bad. Like it's not okay to get help. It's okay to get help.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad when you don't go get help. It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with getting help. Like getting help means you actually give a fuck, care about yourself, and you actually try and change. You try and better yourself. You try and do something about your situation. You recognize your situation. Like just not going because what people think, what they say, what you look like, that shit's stupid because you ain't helping yourself. And it's all on accountability of others, and they don't give a fuck about you no way. So, like, it's just better for you to just get help, because if you don't help yourself, this is what people don't understand too. If you don't get yourself right and you don't help yourself, you can't help nobody else until you do that. I don't care how many years it takes for healing. If you don't never heal, you can't go on. Some people be trying to do that, and then they fuck other people's lives up. Like you can't go heal somebody else if you ain't healed.
That's big in our community. I talked to a few friends and we always mention that, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, it's unfair to put your shit on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people, I got homies and stuff that be looking for girls, and I'll be like, yo, you probably shouldn't even be looking for no girl right now. You should be building, getting yourself together. Like should nobody be a punching bag to L shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? To like, should nobody be like a scapegoat for Al shit? You know what I'm saying? If I got issues in my shit, anger issues, whatever it is, I need to go handle that. You feel me? So ain't nobody a slave to my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? What you saying? I do believe like some kind of therapy, whether it be physical, like not, actually like running or, you know what I'm saying? But the same energy it take to hold it in is the same energy it take to get it out. You know what I'm saying? So, black men, black women, you feel me? Just people in general, you know what I'm saying? Get that out, But one thing I wanted to ask you, if you now can go back and tell 18, 20-year-old G Money something, what would you say?
Oh man, I think about that a lot, honestly, and that kind of like I be having so many answers, but it's like if you only could pick one, it's kind of like damn, because I got more than one. I can, you know what I'm saying, I can actually say to my 20-year-old self. It's funny. I mean, a lot of people don't know. Like even though I have growth, I had progressed, I had shown growth. But I still battled and dealt with like, real life. I still dealt with that. So like going through that phase for real, going through all that shit, it's helped me. It helped me to sit back and just look at a lot of shit in life. And then, I just got to a point where I'm like, you just got to start, you got to get your head straight. You got to focus on the right shit and just stay focused and block out all the extra shit. But do what you got to do for you. Like,
in other words, stay focused, man. Don't get distracted out here. Just stay focused, stay on it. You know what I'm saying? I agree, And that question is a hard question. That's why I like to ask it, because like, it make you think. It's so much I could have told myself back then, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say one word.
I think the biggest thing I would have told myself back then is just keep at it. Like keep the same energy you got and don't even think about like the negative. Like don't think of, because I'm a Taurus, so we always think like of the cons. Like just don't even think of the cons. Just go. Just be in go mode. That's what I tell my 20-year-old self.
I feel that, man. I feel that. That's dope, man. I appreciate all that. I kind of want to let's, you know what I'm saying, get into some fun shit, man. I got a bunch. I got some this or that's for you. You know what I'm saying? And you just, just answer this or that. You know what I mean? That's simple. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start off coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Summer or winter?
Definitely a summer.
Introvert or extrovert?
definitely an extrovert.
4 wings and fries or a cheesesteak?
If I'm gonna go with the cheesesteak, it ain't the healthiest, but like I'm gonna go with the cheesesteak for the fact that if I'm gonna do the wings and fries, I'm gonna do 5. I can't do 4.
Yeah. All right, 5 wings. All right. Early bird or night owl?
I become both, but I'm more so like a night owl. I'm more of a night owl, but as I get older, I'm starting to be a damn early bird, like for real. Which was funny. I mean, I never would have thought, but yeah, now I hate doing shit at night. Like that.
Nah, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? All right, would you rather had the ability if you had the ability to time if you had the ability to time travel either to the past or the future, which one would you do it? But you can only do once. Would it be the past or the future? Like once you go there, you stuck though.
Oh man. I would, me personally, I would say the past because I don't fuck with this future shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like at this point where we at now, I don't even want to see what the fuck coming. Like I would rather go back and at least I got those memories, all that good shit and all the, you know what I'm saying, the old days stuff that we done moved past. I can live with that more so than shit. We fast forward, man. Ain't no telling what the fuck.
Yeah. You might fast forward to like robots.
Might not even be here type shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do that, So.
No, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got 2 more for you. You know what I mean? Would you rather have all the money in the world and everybody hate you, or be dead broke and everybody love you?
You know me, I'm gonna take the love over anything. A lot of people probably like, what? That's some bullshit. Because a lot of niggas think that I would take the money. But truth be told, I'm a man of love. Like I got a lot of love around me because of that. So I take that any day. The money don't really. That's the actual shit that moves me is the love. The money don't really. It just helps you. It's just a tool. It help you survive. But I don't give a fuck about the money over the love.
All right, that's what's up. You know, hey man, I don't know. I mean, shit. I'm already poor and everybody love me. So. I want to see what it's like to be rich and everybody hating. No, I'm just playing.
Respectively, you know what I'm saying? Respectively, it's to each his own. I ain't judging nothing.
I'm just
each his own. Like some people don't understand that because if you come from the other side of the tracks, you want feel what the other side about. So I ain't even knocking that. But me personally, I just feel like you can have money and shit, and then if everybody hates you likely somebody gonna kill you. But if you broke and you got all the love,
somebody might take care. Somebody might hit you up like, you know what, I love you. Here, take that. You know what I mean? Take that.
So it's a win-win there. I don't see the other shit.
And this the last question I'm gonna ask from this is like, would you rather have the power to cure any illness, but you sick and you can't cure yourself, or you can't cure nobody? And you unable to hear. You got perfect health, but you can't cure nobody else. Like, so in other words, you can cure people, but you sick. And then on the flip side, you got perfect health, but you can't cure nobody else.
Honestly, I mean, it's the same thing. Like I live my life like that pretty much. Like I'll be sick, but as long as I take care of everybody else, that shit is what moves me. It makes me feel good. So. I'd rather be that guy. Like, if I gotta die to save, 1 million motherfuckers, then I do that. I just die so that at least 1 million motherfuckers got a life to live. You feel me?
Right.
Like, one life over 1 million is crazy, So for me,
that's what's up.
Not a lot of people willing to sacrifice, but me, I would sacrifice myself for like everybody else to live like they're supposed to.
No doubt, man. That's real that's real considerate, you feel me, compassionate of you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I guess now we can get into some of these topics. I got a few, it's not that many. I got a couple that I thought was interesting and funny, right? I just want to ask you this question, right? How old do you think is an age limit on men talking shit on the internet, calling dudes out like, come outside, like when you coming outside, come on? You think there's an age limit on that?
I think it should be, I think it. I think
When
it
is
should.
it?
I don't
What
think
age
it
is it
is,
like?
but I think it should be. It should be
Yeah.
like. I feel like once you get like, yo, me personally, I don't want to see two. Me personally, I don't want to see two 60-year-old motherfuckers fighting, yo. Ain't nothing interesting about that shit, dog. Like two slim fast,
Yeah.
taking 13 vitamins ass niggas just rolling around and shit. Like barely
Right.
if they raise their motherfucking arm, they gonna have a heart attack type shit. Like I don't want to see that because I don't even want to see nobody get hurt. You feel me? I don't want to see nobody in that situation get hurt, literally.
Yeah. All right, the reason I asked you that, right? Because I don't know if you're familiar. Now, look, I don't really do the celebrity gossip shit, but being as though I'm in this kind of field,
Yeah,
I gotta have some interesting shit to talk about. You feel me? But Nicki Minaj, I guess her husband, right?
Right.
He was on his IG calling out Offset, like, come outside, and here you go right here. I'm gonna just play the video real quick.
I got a Brooklyn hoodie on. So they don't know where I'm from. They know where I'm from, though.
They know.
I can't act like I don't. Big Queens, nigga.
Yeah, sturdy, nigga. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Big fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know
Big
niggas.
Zoom.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoom.
Planning that vacation. You
Yeah.
gonna be planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to the street, nigga. Know everything, nigga. Let's play.
Yeah.
Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there,
Let's
nigga.
play. Let's get it.
Let us meet you there, nigga.
That's legendary. That's
How you feel? Do you think them niggas is too old to be doing that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your opinion about that? I think your mic. Oh, your mic. There you go.
Yeah, I'm in this bitch cracking up, bro. I was in it dying, just looking at it like, yo, yeah, I feel like at that point niggas too old for that shit, yo. Like, to me, it ain't healthy. It don't look good. You might think it look.
No, it don't look good at all.
Good,
It don't look good at all, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. You made it kind of even like it's a bad reflection on Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Like it made, you know what I mean? Like you don't supposed to be moving like that, bro.
And like, yo, I don't believe you. Even if, like, I don't believe you, yo. Like, what the fuck? You too old for that shit. I wouldn't even believe you if you did. You feel me? Like, I feel like you doing it would be even worse. You know, I feel like I would really be ashamed of you type shit. Like, at that point, yo, nah, yo, just...
Yeah,
you know,
that shit counts out anyway. Like, all that internet beefing and on the internet calling out dudes, you talking about murdering them, like his funeral and all that. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, Doug? Like, your wife is a millionaire, multi-millionaire, bro.
Like, bro, if you rich anyway, yo, you dumb as shit if you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, you definitely misunderstood the motherfucking assignment if you on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way, yo. Like, a nigga, my focus would be so focused, I don't even hear you. Like, I don't even fucking hear you, dog. Like, I ain't trying to hear you. Like,
Do you think Jay-Z ever address somebody like that on the internet? Jay-Z never. Like, he never do no shit like that.
Yeah, Jay too focused, yo. Like, he far focused. Like, that nigga been focused before we knew he was focused.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't doing no shit. Like the cost, you know what I'm saying? The cost of that shit would be very larger than, just not even feeding into that shit. Like, you would lose way more than you would gain. So that shit is stupid. At that point, any nigga that got sense would know that. Like, that shit cartoonish, yo.
Yeah, it's silly, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know why dudes feel like they got something to prove from, especially if you done been there, done that, you done did time, you done been in the street. Like, what I got to prove? What I got to jump out there and address some? I mean, we all millionaires. We rich. We eating good food. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but in the meantime, go ahead. What you say? My bad.
No, I was just getting ready to say, like, I always was like, I'm grateful too. I'm grateful I was always the nigga that just was like, nah, that ain't the assignment, yo. Because I always had that view, like, we ain't doing that, yo. Like, it's just too much else.
You can't be moving like that, man. Not at 40, you know what I'm saying? Not at 40-some years old.
I was thinking like that as a youngin'. So that's the crazy shit. Like, I was thinking like that in high school, yo. So that's the real crazy shit that, to me, I just don't understand that shit. Like, how you 40 and you still don't, like, I was like 16 and had that shit. So, but sometimes you think that shit normal. Maybe that was just a gift too that I just.
And it's sad because shit. Yeah, I mean, and it is normal nowadays. But you know, only people that you know what I'm saying. We look at it and look at it a certain type of way. But today's time is normal. And I just want to play the Offset response. This is response to that video.
I'm getting out the jet. These niggas talking about. What are these niggas talking about? These niggas broke. We up and off jets, bitch. Y'all niggas got there. Y'all niggas stand outside.
I think it's all foolishness, but it's just funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just look funny, you know what I mean? Like, how he had the jet day outside and shit. It's just all foolishness, though, bro. I'm sorry, I gotta talk about this tight shit, yo. I know it's stupid.
I feel like, you know, people probably be normal people talking about this shit and thinking about the same shit. I'm sure, like, it's foolishness, yo. You saying shit like this, and you be like, yo, niggas is too rich for that shit. You ain't got nothing planned today. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how the fuck you doing that?
And meanwhile, the women ain't even saying nothing to each other. They cool. It's the men acting like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like it's like the roles reversed and shit, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Nowadays, niggas is bitches, yo.
And it's real emotional.
Niggas.
Man, we'll fuck around be here another hour if we get to talking about this type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real, man. I mean, to each his own, but like, I ain't with that. Like, that shit don't make sense.
Nah. But I want to ask you, familiar with DDG? You know who that is?
DDG?
Yeah. You ever heard of him? He the dude that's dating Chloe Bailey's sister. He like he was a streamer or something. He started rapping. He's successful. You know what I'm saying? He like one of the younger crowd though. But it's been reported. This is funny as shit. I had to bring this up. It's because it's funny to me.
Cool.
Like, huh?
No, I was saying cool. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Nah, he was in his house sleep, and there's some burglars that came to his house, but they ain't take nothing. They just slapped him while he was sleeping, rolled out. I just thought that shit was funny, so I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the video. Check it out.
What type of sick game, whoever you are, I don't know what type of sick game you think you playing. I don't know if you think it's cool to sneak in my house and put your hands on me as a joke. It's not funny.
Yeah. He woke up with the gun, yo. I thought that shit was funny, bro. Like, that's funny as shit, bro. Damn. Your mic went out, bro. I think your mic went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good now. You good now. What you was saying?
I was saying, like, that shit definitely funny, bro. Like, that shit, like, don't even respect you at all. You ain't no threat, so nigga just gonna break in that bitch and smack you. Like, they don't need to take nothing from you. Niggas just gonna break in that bitch just to show you I can break in there and smack your ass. So you can't even hide, nigga. I can break in that bitch and smack you any given time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
funny about that shit.
And then he wake up, he go grab a gun, like, yo, fuck you waking up grabbing a gun for, dog. Like, that shit already, you been smacked 3 days ago. You know
bro, that shit funny as shit. When I seen it, I don't know if it's made up or nothing, yo, but I'm gonna just take it as it's real, just because it's funny if it's real, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit, boy, that's hilarious. Just imagine that you sleep, you having a good ass sleep, and you know what I'm saying? Some dudes come in and slap you while you sleep, man. Like,
I don't even think I go looking for the nigga for real. I ain't gonna go look for you, dog. Like, you already done got me.
Yeah, you got me. I eat that one. That's good. You got the shit up, bro.
Like,
but yeah, that's really it for the topics. I ain't had too much. I did want to ask you though. You watching the Colorado game? You gonna try to catch that?
Yeah, I'm definitely going. Like, I fucks with Colorado. Like, Deion's son, been going off. So
yeah,
I like to see a young boy do his thing and shit. You know, he got a lot on the table. He built this up to what he is, and that ain't Colorado ain't my team, but I definitely
not at all.
Yeah,
I can tell you one thing. It is good. Like, I mean, he making me want to watch, so they is doing something good because I don't even really watch. I don't even
I ain't
Colorado.
I don't even usually watch college ball at all. To be honest. I might watch the beginning, you know, just to see who's who. But like, I don't need that shit. That's not. It ain't it for me. But like, he doing something to make me really like. Even if I realize it's on, I'm like, I gotta turn into that at some point, even if it's for a little bit, because I want to see what Shorty doing. But
that's what's up. That's what's up. You a Patriots fan, right?
You know it. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what y'all think? What y'all doing tomorrow? What you gonna do tomorrow?
I hope they show me something that I'm expecting for them to show me for real. Yeah, I mean, I got respect for the Ravens. They ain't play like I thought they was going to play though.
Nah, they play a little sloppy. It's all good.
We played our full extent, even though we screwed up. We didn't have some turnovers or whatnot. Like, I feel like we definitely made far more mistakes. I was thinking that Philly was going to smoke our ass on.
Yeah, y'all made it an interesting game. Y'all made it interesting.
We were supposed to win it, you feel me? But we lost by 5, and I take that against the Eagles, you feel me?
Right.
This next game will at least show me, like whether or not we frauds with the defense or we real with it. So.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Anything else you want to say? Any shout outs? You know, you getting mad love in the comments. I don't know you said, you feel me? They showing you mad love in there. Yo, I appreciate every one of y'all checking in, man. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate it. You feel me? I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm just starting this. I want to salute G Money for having me on. I meant for coming on here, you feel me? And you know what I mean, I really think it was a great interview. It was my first one, you know what I'm saying? So it was only right that it been my man's, you know what I'm saying? But anything you want to say, any shout outs, you want to promote anything you got going on before we get up out of here?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know, I mean, I got some honorable mentions. Definitely shout out to my man A. Smith, straight Piff, because I mean, you know, same thing, brother. I'm giving the love back to you. Like, you know, I'm on it, man. So I'm happy to help the bro out and man be one of the first episodes. So, you know, it's light shining on light, and we both the same when it comes to that love and showing it residually to each other. So, you know, it's anything you need, bro. And the same, I know it's in return. So
reciprocate.
Definitely shout out to Mom Dukes, you know, Monica Colbert / Lane. You know, shout out to Glenda. You ain't no longer Lane. You're a good one. You know, same thing, Bro Rel. You know, shout out to all the love, like Janelle, you know, Shawnee's, Glenda, you know, everybody, Mario, Asia, everybody that got hopping on here and showed me love, the wifey, everybody, like to mom-in-law, you know, everybody. There's too many people to name. I don't want to, you know, spend a whole day on love, but like, definitely got love for everybody.
Yeah, man, shout them out, man. Show them love. Y'all support that, man. Hey, if y'all could, like the video, if y'all could, I appreciate it. You feel me? On the way out, just, you know, throw brother a like. And, I guess that's it, man.
Wifey, family, of course, the 2 sons, Deron Ayon, like, everybody, man, like, it's everybody. And, go to Lane Clothing, too. Shop more, mail checks.
Everything in the description. Everything, I put it in the description of this video is in the link. You want to check the clothing line out.
The music out.
Yeah, the music, all that.
We appreciate y'all coming, you know what I'm saying, showing love to the ones that hopped on here. We appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed it. It's nothing.
Yeah, sure enough. All right, this is episode 6, Shooting the Breeze, man. Thanks once again, my man G Money, and we out here. Everybody have a blessed one. Ravens Nation, baby.